Recording in progress.
Good evening. My name is Sean Igo. I'm the chairman of the Zoning Board of Appeals. We will now convene the July 24th, 2025 meeting of the Yarmouth Zoning Board of Appeals. This is a hybrid meeting and is being recorded. We will begin by taking a roll call for quorum. Mr. Martin.
Yeah.
Mr. Frapery.
Here.
Mr. Mantoni.
Here.
Ms. Murphy.
Here.
Mr. Scanlon.
Yeah.
And I'm present. Having a quorum, we will now begin the meeting. The first matter on our agenda tonight is petition 5184, the Town of Yarmouth, property location 6 Pleasant Street in South Yarmouth. It's in a B2 zoning district, and the applicant seeks a special permit per 301.2 and/or a variance from section 301.4.6 for in-lot trees, requirement to increase from the in-lot trees requirement to increase the number of parking spaces. The applicant requests a waiver from the requirement for a certified site/plot plan less than 2 years old. Good evening, sir. Could you identify yourself for the record, please?
Good evening. Yes, my name is Dave Condon. I'm the Director of Natural Resources for the town. And if you'd like, I'll give you a little quick background on the project, what got us here, and then what we're asking.
Please.
So Packet Landing, obviously a multi-use marine facility. I'm sorry, I should say I'm also joined Cole Bateman, if maybe he could be presented or upgraded to speaker or whatever. He's our consultant from Ty and Bond.
Okay.
Anyway, so Packet Landing, a multi-use facility. It's a commercial and recreational marina, and also where we store usually 3 town response boats, a fireboat and 2 harbor master boats. The town applied for a coastal zone management grant from the state and was awarded. Currently, we're just entering year 2 of a 2-year grant for permitting and 100% design for a resiliency project at Packet Landing. So the long and short of it, the plan for Packet will be to effectively raise the parking lot 3 feet, build a sheet pile bulkhead on the what is the east side, the marina side, and also on the southern side against the abutters property there. A fiberglass reinforced sheet pile bulkhead, and raise the parking lot, and then also raise the timber pier, remove and replace the timber pier, raise that approximately like 1.5 feet. And as a result of that, there ends up being a small ramp from the parking lot down to the timber pier. And because of that, we kind of have to redesign the parking lot a little bit. So we lose, I think we lose like 3 or 4 spots that are currently in the middle of the parking lot, and then we gain those back on the other side. So currently there are 18 spots plus 1 ADA spot, and the plan is, I believe, the plan is 20 standard spots and 1 ADA spot. So we do reach that 20 parking space threshold that you guys have for the in-lot trees. So again, we're seeking relief from that requirement. The way that parking lot is, it's already a small parking lot, and I think any in-lot obstructions would only make things more difficult for the traffic that we already have there. They're all, large pickup trucks. We have trailers, fish trailers occasionally. The commercial guys offload there. We have box trucks, even 18-wheelers we've seen in there, campers we've seen in there, boat trailers usually by accident, but they end up in there. So any more obstructions in the parking lot would be a bit of a burden for that specific spot.
Okay. All right. Anything else you'd like to add at this time?
No, I mean, the only other thing is we did include the planting plan for you guys, so you should be able to see on the outside there's significant areas for plantings. I know that, again, the requirement says that they shall be in the lot, but again, there's significant room for plantings, both for conservation mitigation and also, obviously as many trees as we can stuff in there.
Okay. All right. I do have a memo from Joe Gerolimo, our conservation agent. I hope I didn't pronounce your name wrong. Dated July 15, 2025. This is regard to petition 5184, 6 Pleasant Street, South Yarmouth. At its July 3rd hearing, the Conservation Commission heard a notice of intent for the proposed elevation and reconstruction of Timber Wharf, sheet pile, bulkhead, and paved parking lot with drainage improvements for coastal resilience in the riverfront area. Coastal Bank LSCSF land under the ocean and the buffer zone to the coastal bank. The commission voted 6 in favor, none against, approving a motion to issue an order of conditions, including special conditions, including monitoring and DMF comments. The approved plan set, Yarmouth, Massachusetts, Packet Landing Marina Resiliency, was last revised on June 18th, 2025. That's all I have in my packet for correspondence. I think we're going to go to the board right now for some questions. Mr. Martin, do you have any questions for the petitioner?
Yeah, I guess I do. I got 2 plans here. They're both new ones.
Correct.
Okay. So there's nothing showing the as is.
I don't know that I have the existing with me. I mean, I have a Google Earth photo I could hand you, but I don't have an existing plan with me. We do have them, they do exist. I could share that.
Now, you said 18 spaces, and you were losing spaces in the middle.
Yeah, so the way it is currently,
Both these
there's,
plans, it shows 21 spaces.
that's the new design that you're looking at there, right? So currently there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the middle of the parking lot, and the new plan drops that down to 4.
4,
So
apparently.
we're losing 3 there, but then we gain those back on the other side where we dig into the grass a little bit by the bathhouse.
That's what we like to see. What's there now, too? Okay, I don't see. So this one is showing the planting, showing red cedars on the southerly border, butting up to the residences, right?
Correct, yes,
Those
correct.
will be going in.
Correct, yep.
All right, and apparently some smaller shrubs or something on the other side. Okay, I need to recognize this all needs to be done, and I'm sure between you guys and conservation, everybody else, you'll do a good job of it. Normally I might like to have an extra tree or 2 there, but in this case, with, as you say, with the trucks backing up and moving around, and plus also from Route 28, people look down that way, and that's where they get the view of the river. So I don't, in this case, I can see foregoing those. So that's all I got.
Okay. Mr. Frapery?
Just to the north of this, there's a series of trees along 28. None of that's coming down, right? You're not taking
Correct,
any
no.
trees down?
No, nothing's being disturbed on the, what would be the north side there. The concrete, or the paver walkway there is gonna be removed like a little bit for construction, basically replaced with
Yeah.
what's there existing, but we're not extending any further to the north than what's there currently.
Okay, so you're keeping the trees in the park that are already there, and
Correct.
this is a change. That's all I have.
Did I miss
This is Cole Bateman, professional engineer and project manager at Ty and Bond. Just there's one exception. There's one tree being removed which is in the proximity of the work area at the north end. It's a small, I think it's an oak tree, but it's at the bottom end of the bank, and it's in the way of the extended seawall. So that is the reason for the removal.
So the northeast corner, is that what you're referring to?
It's more along, and I have some plans included in the existing condition plan that wasn't included in the submission here, but we're part of the notice of intent application. If the board would like, I could show on that plan where the tree exists.
Is there room to replace a tree in spot, or somewhere close thereof, just so we don't lose the number of trees in the area?
That just starting to sound like me.
You know, that's all right.
Possibly, maybe not in that specific location, like I said, because the revet or the seawall's going there. But in that general area, I believe there would be some space on the bank. But yeah, that's the one tree coming down.
Yeah, we hate to have the number of trees reduced if possible. So if you could somehow work that in, I'd appreciate it. That's all I have.
Mr. Mantoni?
No questions.
Ms. Murphy, any questions?
Yes. When will this construction start and how long will it take?
Well, so again, we're in year 2 of a 2-year grant for the permitting and design. And then we are, as soon as this grant cycle is over, we're going to be applying to CZM again. They're very favorable of this project, and we believe it's going to be funded. And I plan again, we're in the process of this now, but I'm planning to go to town meeting in 2027, asking for the town match. So I'm planning to roll right from this 2-year grant, which, you know, we have another year to go, rolling right into the next step of construction. So we don't have necessarily a timeline of the construction at this point, but there are a few variables there. Of course, the bridge is a big question, so, and none of us seem to know what the deal is with that quite yet. So we don't plan on delaying anything. We just want to roll right into it if we can after this cycle.
So once it starts, how long do you think it's gonna take you?
Cole, I think you had a pretty good idea on that, right? On the actual construction time?
Yeah, I think generally well, there's in water work and out of water work. We were fortunate enough with some of the DMF conditions to allow in water work even during some winter flounder season. So with that, I think the construction schedule could be shrunk down and maybe within like a 6 to 9 month time frame, probably total, including, you know, plantings as well.
Just,
Thank you.
question?
That's all.
Yeah, go ahead, and then I'm gonna go to Mr.
Are you,
Scanlon.
are you limited based on what the work that has to be done on 28 and the bridge? Or is that not?
No, we don't believe that that's going to be any sort of an impact to us. I mean, the only concern would be if they're both happening at the same time, if the state's going to try and use Packet for any sort of staging, which to my knowledge, they're not.
Yeah.
My knowledge, they're supposed to stage off-site, but again, I don't have enough info
no
about that
date-
yet.
There's no date now for 28 and bridge?
Not that I know of.
Okay. Thank you.
Mr. Scanlon, any questions?
Just one, Mr. Chairman. So when I went down, and visited the site, they have the pavilion to the rear of this proposed work. There's a large tree next to the pavilion. Are you familiar with that?
On
Just wondering,
which side of the pavilion? The one,
that would be on the west side. So, the west side of the work. So
There's
where,
a tree with a memorial, correct?
Yeah,
is
yeah,
that
yeah.
the one that you're referring to? Yes, that one is intended to be protected in place.
okay, great, thank you.
Okay, thank you. I have no questions. I think all of them were addressed by the other board members. I don't have any correspondence from anything in my file. Is there anyone in the audience that wishes to speak in favor of this petition? Please come to the microphone. Seeing none, is there anyone who wishes to speak in opposition to this petition? Please come to the microphone. Seeing none. Do we have anyone with our hands up?
No, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Is there anything else that you'd like to add at this time?
no, just thank you for your consideration. I think it's an important project to the town, and I think you'll find that this project so far has got some incredible support. I should mention that CZM is actually, very rarely does CZM fund a hard structure like this, but they found it so important that they're using it as kind of an example for some of their other projects and when they put grants out there or grant opportunities out there, they're actually referring to this one. So it's a project we're excited about, and, you know,
Well, that's great.
appreciate your consideration.
Okay, well, then what we're gonna do is we're gonna close the hearing to the public, and we're opening it up for board comment. Anybody wish to begin a discussion, or is anyone prepared to make a motion?
I'll let the vice chair do that.
I'll be glad to make a motion to approve the special permit for the, as proposed,
No conditions?
no conditions.
Okay. And I do think we can just get away, I know you're asking for variance relief too, but I think that's probably just for the in-lot trees. I think we can do that also by special permit as well, so I don't think you're gonna need a variance on that. We have a motion on the floor to approve the petition by way of special permit with no conditions. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second? Any discussion on that matter? The only thing that I would add is, I think it's a very important project. I think Packet Landing is a very, very important site for the town. It's the gateway from Dennis. I think you guys have done a spectacular job there in what you've done so far. I don't see this as to be any type of undue nuisance, hazard, or congestion. It's certainly not gonna be more substantially non-conforming than what's there right now. So I do think you meet the requirements under the bylaw for a special permit, and I intend to vote in favor of it. Anything?
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, just a note, when you say without conditions, there were a number of conditions imposed by the Conservation Committee that,
The only condition is, well, that kind of stands by itself, but obviously, if we want to mention the Conservation Commission's,
Order of conditions and the
their
decision.
order
yeah.
of conditions, we'll incorporate that into our decision.
great.
And that's acceptable to the motion maker and the second?
Yes, it is.
Okay, all right,
Yes.
that's good, okay. Any further discussion? Hearing none, we're gonna go to a roll call. Mr. Scanlon? You're not a voting member,
not a
but
voting-
how would you vote anyway?
I would vote in favor.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Murphy?
Aye.
Mr. Mantoni?
Aye.
Thank you. Mr. Frapery?
Aye.
Mr. Martin?
Aye.
And I'm an aye as well. That passes 5 in favor, none against. There is a 20-day appeal period after the decision is clocked with the town clerk. After that elapses, Dolores will contact you, take that over, and if you would, record it at the Registry of Deeds and bring a copy back for our file.
You got it.
Okay, well, thank you very much. We look forward to seeing the new project.
Hold on, Mr. Condon.
Oh, and if you could, thank you very much. If you could just withdraw your request for variance without prejudice, you don't need it.
Yes, I would like to withdraw that request.
Okay, do we have a motion to allow that?
So moved.
We have a second?
Second.
Mr. Martin? How do you vote?
I vote aye.
Mr. Frapery?
Aye.
Mr. Mantoni?
Aye.
Ms. Murphy?
Aye.
And I'm an aye. That passes 5 in favor, so that's withdrawn without prejudice. Thank you very much for your
Thank you
time.
again. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, the next matter on our agenda is petition 5185, Joe, is it Liu? And Karen Wang Liu of 78 Memorial, property address is 78 Indian Memorial Drive. It's in an R40 zoning district, and the applicant seeks a special permit per 104.3.2 subparagraph 2, and/or a variance from section 203.5 for front setback relief to construct an 800-square-foot extension. Good evening.
Good evening, Abdul Khalil. I'm the general contractor and representing
General
Joe.
contractor?
First of all, I
Okay,
would like to apologize I'm late.
that's okay, no problem. Actually, you're right on time.
My wife had to pick me up. The truck broke down.
That's all right. Now, you don't even need an excuse. Yeah, no, don't worry about that. No.
I hate being late.
Okay, so, you have permission to speak on behalf of the owner?
Yes.
Do you have any correspondence from the owner giving you permission to speak on their behalf?
Not on hand right now.
Okay, but it's your representation to the board that you do have permission to speak on their behalf. Okay, very good. All right, go ahead. Why don't you tell us what you're doing?
The owner have proposed the set of drawings to build an extension for the house. Pulling out the front, per the plans we have submitted. And I think the issue we had was the 25.6 setback at the front, which is 5 feet under the zoning borders, and that's what we're requesting the variance for.
Okay, all right. Anything else you'd like to add at this time?
That's all.
We're gonna go to the board for some questions. Mr. Scanlon, do you have questions for the petitioner?
Yes, what is the status of the property at present?
It's a residential house.
Well, I mean, when I drove by, it looks like it was under construction at the present time?
The front, yes, but construction is on hold since the inspector showed up and he advised to go with the Board of Appeals.
Okay, so does the current structure as built now, is that, how far is that from the front setback? What,
It's per the proposed 25.6.
so that is the 25.6,
Yes,
right?
the
The way it
orig-
is right now?
Right, the original plans were presented as is for the footings only, and he decided to go for the second floor, and that's what he's presenting the appeal for.
Okay, but the first floor is also 25.6,
First floor and second floor.
yeah. Okay. And where was it before the work began?
Footing was proposed as it is right now, as you see it on this plan. But it was supposed to be a mudroom, not a full exterior wall.
But before the construction began, where was the front of the house?
The original?
Yeah.
I believe it was 8 foot out from the original plan.
So 8 foot further back from the street or further?
So from the original to the property line,
Yeah.
we pushed the house out 8 feet. This is the original plan.
Yeah, no, I'm saying the original house, before construction began. How far was that from the front of this property line?
32.5. would
Okay.
be.
Thank you.
Anything else, Mr. Scanlon?
No, none, thank you.
Ms. Murphy?
No, I don't have anything. That was helpful.
Mr. Mantoni?
So that's my question too. So originally you were 32 and a half feet? You had frontage, 32 and a half feet
About
frontage?
32.5, yes.
And then you're putting on an addition that is now 25.6. And was no building permit was requested for that?
A building permit was requested for the 25.6 as footings only. To be a mudroom, it would be enclosed, but as a mudroom. So instead of just a mudroom for first floor, it was built as a full wall.
But you didn't come before this board.
The designer who presented the original set of plans presented it. I took over the project as execution, and there was a change of the plans that's presented to you.
Okay. I don't have any other questions.
Mr. Fraper?
Well, first of all, I think this must be a variance then, but I'm guessing. It sounds like it. It sounds like it's a new.
If it was a brand new, if this was well, we can have a discussion about that. The history of this particular property back in 1986 is they constructed a foundation too close to one of the sidelines, and they were granted a variance back then,
Garage to the sideline.
or garage. This is a new nonconformity. So,
I'm concerned about not just this, well, I'm not sure what the side setbacks were before. I don't know what was going on, so.
what would be beneficial is if we had a plot plan that showed what it was originally
after.
versus what we are right now, going along the lines of Mr. Scanlon's questions. So,
Agreed.
we don't know what was originally. I was in the building commissioner's office a couple of days ago, looking at this on his computer, and it appears that you were more than 30 feet set back before this began, so now you're 5 feet closer to the street. And I am being told now that you did not have a permit for the work that you're doing right now. You had a building permit for certain work, but not what you're doing right now.
We did have the original building permit
Do you have the
for,
original building permit with you?
I do have a copy. Yeah. If you allow me, I can get my computer. It has the original plan of the house and a copy of the permit on it too.
Wouldn't the building department still have an issue with a mudroom that went out into the setback?
Well, I would think so, yeah. I would think either way, this could have been just, it got by people here, but,
Apparently your front got relief back in 1986. Is that correct? Okay. To the 25-something feet.
Okay.
So I think the only reason you're probably
Yeah, the only reason is because you went up.
Because you're going up.
It's the main reason is because the house is a little bit rotated. So, on the on the far corner, I think we're like very close to the 30. Which, like, when the first architects who presented the first set of drawing built it all the way, and this is how it created those five feet of variance that we're requesting for. This is the whole reason we're requesting the variance for. I totally understand that was not per my conversation with Tim when we had when he was doing the inspection. He said the set of drawings that were presented to us was vague. We couldn't really get to tell exactly where it's going to be, which I totally understand. This is why I presented the whole full. That's when I started the job. I presented the full new set, showing exactly where the house is, and based on Tim's request, I have got a surveyor who surveyed every point of the house to be able to present this case as it is on the real set.
Just the one that
So
says
if you
somewhere.
allow me, I can grab a copy of the original where the house was before.
Does it say they got 25 feet?
You had it on paper or just on your computer?
It's on my computer.
So it was non-conforming even then.
Okay, but I don't know how far.
Okay, but are you telling us that you added on to the front of the house, to the foundation, or are you saying that foundation was already there?
The foundation was already in the original plan.
That's what we thought. Okay, all right. All right. Then I think we can do this by way of special permit.
Sure would have liked to have seen the original site plan to understand that.
Yeah, you know, you read this decision and it's
It's kind of big.
it's a little, it says to allow in addition to the front of this is the 86 decision. Variance special permit for Board of Appeals to allow in addition to the front of an existing non-conforming dwelling and to allow an existing garage to remain too close to the sideline. So it appears, I think there was a question when they laid it out, whether it was a 42-foot road or a 50-foot road, I think I'm reading here. And so when they measured from the town layout, they measured wrong, which
So is it my,
does happen.
so is it my understanding you're using the same foundation? You're not changing the foundation at
changing the
all?
They're just
Foundation at
going
all.
up. That's
It's
why
going
they
up.
need
Yeah.
the special permit. Yeah,
All right,
okay,
it's different.
all right, okay. Where were we in the questioning? Jay, did you have questions?
That was my question.
That was your question? Mr. Martin, questions for the petitioner?
So you're adding a second story, right, to the house?
They're renting they're extending a second story. The second story is
Extending
originally
the second
there.
story. So there's two, looking at the field card thing here, it looks more like, well, maybe it could be two. So there's already a existing upstairs,
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. So,
with how many bedrooms up there now?
I'm sorry.
How many bedrooms there now?
2 on the second story.
Okay. How many on the first floor?
The first floor, there's one in the back.
Just one.
Just one.
Okay.
Yes.
Because the town does show 3 bedrooms, not that that's not a Board of Health thing. You know, I'm not having a big problem here. For whatever these diagrams, I mean, I hope it doesn't look like that. If you look at this, let's see, one of the side diagrams, I guess, here, and the low pitch to the roof, and the, I hope it's not looking like that.
It's gonna look better than,
It's going to look better than that, I hope. Okay, all right. Because at least the diagrams, I know diagrams can be weird in terms of
this.
how they come out in the end result, but I don't like those. Not that that matters, I guess, but,
I can disagree.
yeah, okay. All right, I don't think I have anything else.
Do we have anyone online that wishes to chime in?
No, Mr. Chairman.
Is there anyone in the audience who wishes to speak in favor of this petition? I know you have one person that would say it, speak in favor back there, but
Wife is there.
she's partial. But that's okay. Do we have anyone that wishes to speak in opposition to this petition?
No, Mr. Chairman.
That would raise their hand? Okay. Anything further that you'd like to add?
Thank you.
All right. Does anyone else have any questions for the petitioner?
These you can't trust.
None? Okay. Then we are going to close it to the public and open it up for board discussion. Anybody want to begin a discussion on this matter? Or make a motion?
I sure would like to see the old plot, I mean, the lot plan and the current, the new one, they don't line up very well. So I'm a little confused. It looks like they pulled this all the way across and then extended out the back. Not any closer if they use the foundation. But they did extend the whole front across that whole,
Yeah.
the whole area, which I think created the nonconformity
Well,
because
you
the
see
garage.
you see all the way to the right there?
Yep,
That is,
That's the
that
garage.
sideline makes this, and now I don't know if it's legally pre-existing non-conforming, because there was a variance issued in
Yeah.
86, so one could say, I remember a person who sat on this board many years ago said, once a variance, always a variance, so if you're here by way of variance, anything you do in the future, you need to do it by variance as well. So we could address this by way of variance, we could address it by special permit. Obviously, the criteria for a variance is different than that of a special permit.
I mean, I personally don't have any problem with the height change. The height change, if that's all it is, that
That's
seems.
really all we're looking at right here.
If that's all it is, then it's, that's within our guideline. I don't think that's a problem. But it looks like
And
the
there's
lot has changed.
already rooms up there, right? So the height change is just making it a little taller or bigger in general, or
There's no change to the original house height.
there's no change to what?
Just the original house
The
height.
original house height?
Where the, yeah.
Well, isn't that what you're looking for here?
What we're looking for is the extension built from the original footprint.
Okay.
It was extended up,
So are you saying it's horizontal, right?
Yes.
Not vertical
yes.
extension?
Horizontal, not vertical.
Cross, not up.
Well, there is no change to the, there's no change to the overall height, and there's no change to the overall
You add a second story,
setbacks.
when you don't meet the current setbacks, when you have the first floor,
Current setbacks.
current setbacks,
Okay.
you add a second floor, you must come before us, even though you're within the footprint. You
We're
go
not
up,
adding a second floor.
well, they're going up, though, on that front face.
For the front face
The
only.
front face, so is it becoming a
It's a one-story in
a
the front.
colonial instead of a cape? Is that it, or?
Yes.
Excuse me, yeah.
Okay. Although, actually, and I could be wrong, as I occasionally am, if the peak is not going up any higher, I was under the understanding that as long as you're not going any higher than the existing peak, doesn't matter if you're doing like another, like expanding the second floor out a ways, as long as it wasn't going any higher than what was there. I may be wrong.
Well, my understanding, the way this actually got here, and we may not have everything in the packet, is they began work
Yep.
from the original builder, and they went beyond the scope of the building permit. So they didn't have the permit to do what they've done. And that's what facilitated the stop work order on the house. And so the fact that they went up required them to come here, and that's why they're here. And I would agree that what I'm looking at, what Jay said, was when you look at the front of this and you look at the property card, they don't look like the same foundation to me, but, I mean, I guess it gets down to it is what it is. So, we've got couple ways we can address this. We can address it by way of special permit. We can say it needs a variance. And then we can discuss whether it meets the criteria of one or both.
Well, if I try to interpret the two plans, what was and the picture of what was and what is, it looks like they're bringing the front of the building all the way across to meet where the garage is now.
Just about.
And that extended further into the frontage by doing that,
That did. That extended in further into the front setback.
which I'm assuming, and I could be wrong, because I don't know, I don't have dimensions on anything, that's what caused the non-conformity in the front.
There may have already been some there, yeah.
Prior.
See
This
there,
corner?
that looks like it's probably less than, I think that's already less than 30.
Okay,
Yeah.
so,
So it's an extension, it would be considered an extension under the 104.32
of a
section.
non-conformity.
Yeah.
So, and then, in that regard, would it be a special permit? Mm-hmm. Okay. That's what I was kind of trying to get to. All right. I understand what they're asking for, and
Okay,
I don't have any other questions.
well, have any comments about what you think we should do with this?
Well, first of all, I hope you got a new building permit, because I think you obviously need that. You're gonna need that, for sure.
Update that with Mr. Grills.
They should have whatever you're doing, yeah. So, that's the first thing. As far as the special permit, it doesn't sound like it's really going any higher than the previous peak, so I really don't have a problem with the height in that regard. If I had a problem with anything, it would be that frontage. So, that's my feedback.
Okay. Mr. Martin? What are your thoughts?
Well, I'm still a little confused. As Jay said, it would be nice to have a little more info here. And to be honest with you, I'm still not quite sure about the only reason they need it is because they're going up, but they're not going up any higher than what's there now, so I was always told that was not necessary. If you wanted to go up in your garage, for instance, and it's not any higher than the peak of the house, you could do that. So
Well, the reason they have to come before us is because they're already, they're in the front setback. They're not conforming. Yeah, that's why. And they're not legally pre-existing, non-conforming.
Okay. I'll go with you guys.
Okay?
What do you think, Sean?
I want to hear your thoughts. Mr. Mantoni, what are your thoughts?
Well, the issue is it's already there. Okay, so, I mean, we can discuss this till we're blue in the face, but it's already done.
Well, it's certainly along the way, yeah.
Yeah, well, the siding needs to be put up, but pretty much the structure's there. So, wish it were done in another method here, but like you said, it is what it is. And I don't see really, much we can do or should do.
Well, I think it would represent a substantial hardship to the petitioner if we were to deny the relief.
Agreed.
And if we were to do that, I think we really need a compelling reason to do that. I'm not quite sure if there's a compelling reason. We do see these from time to time where things get built beyond the scope of what the building permit is right now. We have to deal with them, and, I think there needs to be a real strong reason for us to just say no, but we'll see how it is when it comes down to a vote. Ms. Murphy, what are your thoughts?
Well, I kind of think we're boxed in.
Well, you think it'd be okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Scanlon, your thoughts?
Well, I'm not a voting member, but from my own perspective, I think that allowing a situation to proceed outside what was allowed in the zoning with the setback and allowing them to go forward with it sets a bad precedent. Now, I understand what, as you say, he's already substantially along in the construction, and the setback is, 5 feet, which is, I wouldn't say material. But I do think that allowing, in general, people to violate the zoning laws and then, asking for an excuse me after the fact presents a dangerous precedent. It would be a hardship on the petitioner to redo that. I recognize that, and I will say that the setback's not material. So I'm kind of talking my way into your position. But with the proviso that, I don't like the taste of it.
I agree with you, and just in defense of the petitioner, there was a building permit that was given to the petitioner relative to these setbacks. So the building department did look at this, and they did approve it. What they stopped was when he went up in the front. That's when they said, wait a second, this isn't the same as what you asked to do, but in terms of where the setbacks are,
Yeah.
the building department did issue the
Yeah,
original
all
building
right.
permit.
And that gives them the color of law that,
Yeah.
he was operating in good faith with what was required of him.
And I do agree with you, by the way, about setting precedents, and I think the board feels that way as well. Yeah. I gotta say, I agree with everything that I've heard here. As I said before, I think this is a situation where the building department did issue a building permit. Whether there was a mistake by issuing it in the beginning, I'm not quite sure of. But you're going up here, so you're required to come to see us. I do think it would be a substantial financial hardship for us to tell you to change it right now. And I think that probably outweighs the violation of the setbacks that you're dealing with here right now. And 25 feet is not nothing, and I'm not quite sure if we did setback averaging in the neighborhood that we might. And I don't even know how deep this lot is.
Yeah, I don't think you'd find that with the front setback, the side setbacks you would. maybe.
Yeah. And I don't know about the 30% rule being no further than 30% of the depth of the lot. I think he's got a deep lot here, so I don't think that would work either.
In the back. Yeah.
But I think in this case, I think it's something that we should grant. Okay? And I plan on supporting it, and I hope the rest of the members do as well. Go ahead, Jay.
I guess my question is, are we voting on just the height addition, or are we voting on the fact that because I don't see that they even
We're
asked.
only voting on what they asked for in the legal notice. That's the only thing that we can vote on. We can give them less than what they want, but we can't give them more.
A front setback relief.
So we're only granting them front setback relief to construct an 800 square foot extension.
Which I do think, you don't think it's a variance? You think that's a special permit?
I think it's a special permit.
With your opinion?
Well, I just contradicted what I said about once a variance, always a variance, but then why don't we talk about the variance criteria?
Well,
In order to grant a variance, as we all know, we have to have a hardship.
Yep.
That hardship has to be owing to circumstances related to the shape, topography, or soil conditions of the lot. Has to be financial or otherwise. And in granting the variance, we should not derogate from the purpose and intent of the bylaw, which was passed by the voters at town meeting.
Right.
And is state law. Or should I say adopted by the voters at town meeting. Now, I think when you look at this lot right here, I think we could argue that the shape is a consideration. It's not a square lot. The way the house is designed, it's designed front to back, so you really can't go back. I'm not even sure where his septic system is. Where is your septic system in this?
So right in the back, right corner.
Right in the back? So you couldn't push the house back.
No.
So the house couldn't
Gonna be
be,
building on the septic system.
couldn't be pushed back. And there was a grant of a variance previous to this where they addressed setback relief. And so it's kind of been there for a long time. So I would suggest to the board that we could grant a variance here and that they do meet the criteria. And I don't think by doing so, given the fact that they're 25 feet plus back, and it doesn't look that bad as far as the setback goes relative to the neighborhood, I think we could probably, I don't think we'd be derogating from the purpose and intent of the bylaw. I do think would be a hardship as well to the petitioner. Those are my thoughts.
They paved an awful lot of the lot, too.
Anyone else?
I agree.
Barbara, what do you think?
I don't have anything to add, I agree.
Okay. John?
Yeah, I mean, we can do the variance, I think.
Okay. I think that's probably a better way to go since
Yeah.
you've had a variance. Dick?
Yeah, I'm still a little befuddled, but I'm okay with that.
Okay. And, Jay?
I'm in the befuddled category also.
Is that a befuddle yes or a befuddle no?
I'm having a hard time with it, so.
Take your time.
The way it was approached and,
Well, like I said, I think there may have been, I think the building department has, I think they issued a permit here that maybe they should have taken a closer look at. I think that's where this originated.
I guess the thing that I'm struggling with is not having an original plot plan for what was there, and not having a plot plan of what was approved by the building department. That would have helped too, because they talk about a mudroom, and if the building department made a mistake with the mudroom, and they let it get that close to the front, then I understand that this is something that makes more sense. But the fact that the plan now is not even what was originally submitted to the building department and extends way, I'm having a hard time with it.
What do you have on your computer?
We do have an original set that was submitted per the original permit in the city's record for the original
Grab
house.
that
or-
and let's take a look at that. Okay.
Sorry to draw this out.
That's all right. No problem at all. Take a quick look at this and see what it looks like.
Right, that'll help.
Okay, so what we're gonna do here is, why don't we all come together here and we can just take, that's all right.
So should have got it printed.
No, we'll just take a look at this. Okay, so that's the original plan footprint.
This is what we're adding, is the yellow.
I see,
Which the foundation was pre-approved.
right?
As this entrance is a mudroom,
Mm-hmm.
that's not gonna be part of the house. What happened is we went second floor on it. So instead of a mudroom, which was going to be built. we
So you added to this right here? This, you added to the foundation
This-
right here?
Yes.
Okay,
The
so that's the
foundation-
reason why it looks different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can use a.
You can see it slots right in.
There we go, right. You
Slots
see,
right into
this,
the-
yeah, this comes, so now this all makes sense. So that's what was approved by the building department, so
And beyond that, it's only just a height.
So really, in terms of the front setback, yeah, and then it's just they're coming, the height is going up, so they need to come see us.
I'm sorry, Sean, it's not the height as if we're going over the height of the house.
Right.
It's just the height of the mudroom to go up.
Yeah, you're just going up on that second, yeah, that's right.
I apologize again about not printing.
No, that's okay. No, this works fine. Is everybody satisfied?
Yeah,
Okay. You want to take this back then?
much clearer.
And there used to be
Okay,
a mud
no,
room
that
and right
cleared
here
up a lot of
in
stuff
front.
for us.
This is all filled
Thank you.
in, and they were gonna have a mud room here, and it was all gonna be one floor, and then they made it a two-floor wall. That's what I understand. So,
Okay, so now my friends to the right,
Okay.
did you see that okay, Dick?
I did, I saw it, okay.
Well, so thank you. So, gentlemen,
well, it went, the original building permit was allowing that frontage, so,
exactly.
you know, if there's a mistake on that part of it, comes from both sides, so I'm more comfortable with it.
Okay.
And the height and the-
No, height's fine. That's maybe, I don't even think it's
So-
20 feet tall.
So I think it would be unfair and a hardship to be able to not approve it at this point.
Okay. Dick, you feel the same way?
Yeah, I can live with that. You know, I'm still having issues with the whole height aspect of it and whether it needs relief at all, actually, but I guess that's will be relevant then. Yep.
All right, so, since we've discussed this, is anybody prepared to make a motion to approve a variance as requested?
So moved?
Got a motion made by Mr. Martin. Do we have a second?
Second.
Seconded by Mr. Mantoni to grant the variance. With no conditions?
Correct.
Any further discussion on the motion before we take a vote?
On the condition, he has to submit another, get another building permit?
Yes, he's gonna have, the building department's making him do that anyway. But
Right.
yes, so you have to comply
Yes.
with all of the
Yes, absolutely.
building requirements there, from the building commissioner's office. And the building commission has made him aware of that. I did meet with him the other day concerning this, yeah. Okay, so we have a motion for variance, seconded. Any further discussion on the motion? Hearing none, we're gonna go for a roll call vote. Mr. Martin?
Aye.
Mr. Frapery?
Aye.
Mr. Mantoni? Aye. Ms. Murphy?
Aye.
And I'm an aye, that's 5-0, it carries. You've also asked for a special permit, which I don't believe you need, so we'd ask that you request to withdraw that without prejudice.
Sure.
Okay, so we'll deal with that in just a moment while we took the vote. So, anybody prepared to make a motion to allow him to withdraw without prejudice on the special permit request?
So moved.
We have a second?
Second.
Okay, any discussion? Hearing none. Ms. Murphy?
Aye.
Antoni?
Aye.
Mr. Frapery?
Aye.
Mr. Martin?
Aye.
And I'm an aye, that carries 5-0. So, now, there is a 20-day appeal period once the decision is clocked with the town clerk. After that 20 days elapses, Dolores will contact you. You can pick up your decision, the variance, take it over to the Registry of Deeds in Barnstable, record it, and bring a copy back for our files.
Will do.
Do you have any questions?
Also, thank
Okay,
you.
well, we wish you the best.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Do we have any minutes we need to approve?
We do, Mr. Chairman, from July
We
10th.
have minutes of July 10th.
Yes, sir.
Make a motion to approve the minutes of July 10th.
May I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none. Any other business?
I just wanted to, if I have a second, thank everybody. It's been a pleasure.
Pleasure was ours.
Hard to leave, so what can I tell you?
No, I gotta tell you, Jay, it's been a pleasure having you. You've been a great member of this board. You've brought a lot of good thought, constructive input. You're a very reasonable guy. You're very good to petitioners. You make them comfortable. You're gonna be missed.
Thank you.
Yep.
Good luck.
Plus,
Yeah.
plus, everybody I know that moves south moves back anyway, so.
He's moving north.
I'm going
Go to
north.
New Hampshire.
Yeah, he'll never come back.
Yeah, New Hampshire.
Oh, even more reason.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna send you off with some cookies and a little booze, and you should be good to go.
Good.
All right, thanks again, Jay.
Thank you.
All right.
All right. Motion to adjourn?
We have a motion to adjourn, second.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, we are adjourned.